You look pretty messed up.
How about it, sucker? You got some change?
That's right, man. Give us your money, or you are so toast!
I felt anger rise in me, a desire to hurt someone, and a craving for blood.
It's never enough to have a great idea. Hell, you can have a whole list of great ideas. They don't mean a thing if the brilliance of the concepts isn't matched by the brilliance of their execution. Deep is the grave of games that had great ideas, but nothing else. Games that, beyond a few really cool concepts, did nothing right. It says on the box that this is vampires done right. In reality, it's just another body for the grave. Yeah, it's fitting, in a sense, that a game about vampires would be so utterly lifeless, but I'm not sure that's what they were going for with Dark. This ambitious new title comes from the team at Realmforge Studios, a studio best known for the point-and-click adventure game Ceville. And funny enough, that game was praised for its funny dialogue, its colorful art, its memorable characters. Apparently this guy ate them.
Hello, I'm still here.
And this little bubbling chalice of personality is Eric Bane. We meet Eric in some strange nightclub. He has no idea where he is, how he got there, or even who he is for that matter. Long story short, you start seeing angels, obnoxious music, hot goth chicks. Look, in case you haven't figured it out,
You're a...
Vampire. A vampire, like Tom and me.
Yeah, right. Thanks for the drink. And no offense, but I'll just be going now.
yeah, if only it were that easy, pal.
Hey, neat trick, man.
Thing is, he's not a full vampire. Not yet. And to become one, he has to drink the blood of the vampire who bit him. Since he doesn't know who bit him, he just goes after every vampire in town, as well as indiscriminately killing human after human after human. He's a good guy, by the way.
We're gonna...
Well, Dark dresses this up as a question of survival versus morality. And the whole premise is that if he doesn't get this blood he's after, he's screwed. But you know, that's only an interesting question if the character's conflicted. Eric's not. And frankly, he's not an interesting dude, period. He's just this muted, mundane, monotoned murderer. Memorable starts with M too, but you'll notice I didn't use it.
Hello, I'm still here.
Dark's pretense of morality and decision also appears in the form of dialogue trees, which are revealingly limited, go absolutely nowhere. But the bad execution's most evident in its core gameplay. Dark's proposition of a stealth-based vampire game is a legitimately interesting one. The idea of sneaking through the shadows to feed on unsuspecting humans and using supernatural abilities to move through your environment undetected. There's a lot of potential in that. Problem is, you don't hide in the shadows. You hide behind boxes. You see, Dark's stealth mechanics are fatally underdeveloped. Eric moves less like a man of the shadows than a man at the bar around 2 a.m. He's slow, stiff, all things the game's design seems to think he's not. Stealth's never much fun. And frankly, the onus is even more on the level design. They're mostly based on trial and error, and they're never creative, and they're repetitive to the point of frustration. You know, Dark isn't a game you just bury without remorse. The game has a slick look, a cool concept, hot goth chicks, but like the humanity of a vampire, they're lost. You die 1,000,000 times in Dark, but like a vampire who hasn't discovered checkpoints, you always come back, way back at the beginning, over and over again. And somewhere along the line, you start to wish for mortality.
Hello, I'm still here. Pretty.